The year is 2026. It's a Tuesday. You are scrolling through a feed of algorithmically generated arguments. When the Wi-Fi icon vanishes, you groan. You toggle airplane mode, nothing. You look up. The streetlights outside just blinked out. The hum of the refrigerator stops. The ambient buzz of the city, that electric vibration you've heard since birth, is gone. You think it's just a blown transformer down the block. You think the power company is already dispatching a truck. You think you'll just wait it out with a flashlight and some leftover pizza. You are wrong. This isn't a blackout. This is the end of the world as you know it. We are entering the peak of solar cycle 25. Artificial intelligence data centers are consuming 3 times the power they did in 2023. The transmission lines are 50 years old. The system is so fragile that a single targeted cyber attack on a SCADA control node, or a particularly angry sneeze from the sun, has sent the whole house of cards tumbling down. Transformers with 18-month lead times just turned into scrap metal. The lights aren't coming back on next week. They aren't coming back on next year. No worries. We're going to fix this using physics trash and questionable life choices. PSE1th moisate trap, the myth. You think your modern technology is an asset. You think your solar panels make you energy independent, and your EV is a getaway car. The reality, the modern grid is smart, which makes it stupid. Your electric vehicle is just a 2-ton brick that locks its own doors when the battery dies. And here is the brutal truth about your solar panels. Unless you spent extra thousands on a specific island-capable inverter and a battery bank, your panels are hardwired to shut off the second the grid goes down. It's a safety feature to stop you from electrocuting linemen. The failure, you are currently freezing to death underneath a $30,000 roof ornament that is generating 0 watts. The trash-based fix, analog redundancy. Forget the iPad. You need paper maps of your local area because Google Maps is gone. You need a simple AM/FM radio because when the internet dies, rumors become the new news and rumors kill. If you have a Baofeng radio, listen, but do not transmit. Transmission is just a digital flare gun that tells every desperate person with a scanner exactly where you are. PS2 THDR you look access Hesidio Dublin. The myth, water comes from magic pipes and toilets flush forever. The reality, water comes from electric pumps. By hour 12 the water towers drain. But the real horror happens in the basement, when the lift stations that push sewage to the treatment plant lose power. Gravity takes over. If you live in a low elevation area, the sewage doesn't go away, it comes back. The breakdown, in 3 days your basement isn't a shelter, it's a septic tank, cholera and dysentery. The old gods of death return within a week. The fix, the dry toilet, do not flush. Tape the handle down, line a bucket with heavy-duty trash bags. Use kitty litter, sawdust, or dirt to cover the waste. It isn't glamorous, but digging a latrine in the backyard is better than dying, because your house filled up with the neighborhood's waste. Hygiene is now a tactical priority. A small cut on your finger in a world without antibiotics is a death sentence. Wash your hands. P hasa 3 THETRMODNM Ike Socom. The myth, I have a gas furnace, I'll be fine. The reality, your gas furnace uses an electric blower fan. No electricity, no fan, no heat. The grid usually fails in January when the load is highest. You can freeze to death in a well-insulated house if you try to live like a normal person. The trash-based fix, microclimates. Stop trying to heat the cathedral, heat the cocoon. Set up a camping tent inside your living room, pile blankets over it, sleep inside the tent. Your body heat gets trapped in the small volume of the tent, keeping it 30 degrees warmer than the room. The outcome, you survive the night using biology and nylon, while your neighbors freeze trying to heat 2,000 square feet of empty air. PHS 4THEURBNOVEN. The myth, I'll just wait for the fire department. The reality, in 2026 cities don't just go dark, they burn. Without digital dispatch systems and with roads gridlocked by abandoned EVs, the fire trucks aren't coming. A single candle knocked over by a terrified cat burns down an entire apartment complex. The trap, if you are in a high-rise, you are in a vertical coffin. Elevators are dead, stairwells are bottlenecks filled with panicked people. The water pressure doesn't reach the 10th floor to fight the fire. The fix, lockdown logic, do not try to leave the city in the first 72 hours. You will get stuck in the golden horde, millions of people trapping themselves on the highway. You barricade, you fill the bathtub with water immediately. You wait for the chaos to thin out before you make a move. Pshas 5 ps ologiksal rfr the myth, you need to look like a soldier to scare people off, you need to patrol your property with a rifle. The reality, if you look tactical you look like a loot drop. You are advertising that you have supplies worth taking. If you run a generator you are ringing a dinner bell for 3 miles. A generator in a silent city sounds like a chainsaw in a library. The tactics, the gray man ghost, one light discipline. Blackout curtains are not interior decoration, they are camouflage. If light leaks from your window you are a target to visual deception. Do not look like a prepper, look like a victim. Wear dirty clothes. Don't shave. If someone knocks, look pathetic. 3 disinformation. If you talk to neighbors, complain about how you have no food, ask them for help. Be a drain on the system, not a resource. The outcome, predators are lazy. They want an easy meal, not a fight. By looking like you're already dying, you become invisible. PS 60 calorie chadijar. The myth, I'll just scavenge for food. The reality, just-in-time delivery means grocery stores are empty in 4 hours. Scavenging is a math problem. If you walk 5 miles to loot a store and find nothing, you just spent 1,000 calories for 0 return. Do that 3 times and you die. The fix, skills are the new currency. You cannot survive as a lone wolf, you have to sleep eventually. You need a tribe, but you don't buy your way in with bullets, you buy your way in with value. Learn to repair a bike, suture a wound, or purify water. The dark truth, when people miss 3 meals the veneer of civilization snaps. It is exactly 9 meals thick. After 3 days your neighbors aren't neighbors, they are apex predators fighting for survival. The grid collapse of 2026 is a mathematical inevitability. We have built a civilization that requires 100% uptime on a system that is only capable of 99%. That 1% gap is where the chaos lives. Civilization is just a shared hallucination that disappears when the Wi-Fi disconnects. You don't need a bunker. You need a brain that accepts reality faster than the herd. While they are waiting for the government to save them, you are filling your bathtub. While they are panic, buying useless things, you are securing your perimeter. You are not trying to be invincible. You are just trying to be harder to kill than the environment around you. The time to panic was yesterday. Today is the time to prepare. Don't be scared. Be dangerous.